Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are fine. As you can see, today is 4th January 2024, Thursday, and we are going to start a new lesson from our ORC, Oxford Reading Book, Grade 5. And the name of our lesson is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. This word spellings are I-S-L-E, and we'll pronounce it as Isle of Innisfree. It is a place in Ireland. Actually, the poet who has spent his childhood days in this place, this place of Ireland, and he has some beautiful memories in his mind related to this place. That's why he is just memorizing all those memories in his mind, and he has desire to go back to that place, and that's why all those things he has written in this poem and express his feeling. This poem is about poet's desire. His desire is to abandon city life and live alone on a small island in Ireland. This poem actually idealizes the natural world. In this poem you will see that according to the writer, this place is an ideal place to live. It is surrounded by nature and is full of peace and solitude. He contrasts it with the grey and unnatural world of the city. And he has deep desire to go back to the place, and while leaving this busy life of the city, and he want to go there to find peace, to live his life with a peaceful way and enjoy his life in a meaningful way. In the first word we have Innisfree. As I told you, Innisfree is an island in Ireland, and it is a beautiful place, peaceful place where the poet wants to visit. Next word we have Wattles. 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 Wattles are basically a kind of wood or the bamboo branches through which you can make fences and other things or walls to cover some area, to cover a garden or to cover a ground, some kind of that thing. Next word we have be loud. Be loud resembles this word related to the sound, the buzz sound of honeybees. So poet wants to feel the sound, the buzz sound of honeybees while sitting in a peaceful ground, peaceful place, peaceful area in the place of island. So I'm just helping you to write the meanings of these words. You people need to use your dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, to find the meanings of these words, and you need to write and you need to write the meanings, English meanings, synonyms of these words into your notebooks. Whale. But here the word cricket means an insect that produces a chirping sound by rubbing its four wings together. So here we will take this meaning of this word as a insect. Poet has resembled this insect, and we'll see how in the poem when we'll read the poem clearly. So here are the few vocabulary words that you have to find their meanings with the help of the dictionary by yourself. Somehow I helped you a lot, and you will write the meanings of these words in your notebooks later on. Okay, now let's start moving towards the reading of this poem, and I'll explain you what is the desire of the poet and how he wants to go to back to the place where he spent his childhood days, and how he want to spend his life over there. Let's start. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. As I told you in the start, that this poem is an interplay between the nature and the city life. The speaker values living alongside the nature more than he values city life. That's why he's saying, I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles bait. Poet was so absorbed in the idea of place that he thought of building a small cabin and wattles to live peacefully away from the hustle and bustle of the city where he lived. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. This is his desire that he thought of growing bean crop, having a hive for honeybees, and living alone with the buzzing sound of honeybees in an open place where he can enjoy the peaceful environment. And I shall have some peace there, for peace becomes dropping slow, dropping from the wheels of morning to where the cricket sings. Here the word crickets is, it doesn't mean the match of the cricket. Cricket means a leaping insect that produces chirping sound by rubbing its feathers together. So the poet believed that he would attain peace in such a place where the morning characterized by the sound of cricket. There midnights all a glimmer and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. Linnets are the brownish small birds, which they have long tail. The poet is saying that the night is starry and the noon is purple glow of heather, and the evening is decked with the linnets. Do you know what linnets are? Linnets are small brownish birds which are having long tails. So actually poet has idealized this place where he spent his childhood days, and he wants to go back to feel the same peaceful life in his life, peaceful days in his life, so that he can make himself relax and calm instead of being settled in the city and noisy life. I will arise and go now, for always night and day. I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey. I hear it in the deep heart's core. Even the poet is walking around the roadway at his in the city. Still, he can feel the sound of lake water in his core heart. He was actually idealizing himself in that same peaceful place where he wants to go. That's why he's saying, even if I am walking around the pavement or the roadside way, and in the noisy road, even in the noisy road, I can feel the sound of the lake water, the soothing sound of the lake water inside me, inside my heart's core, deep inside my heart's core. The poet's desire to go to Innisfree was so strong that he felt like moving Innisfree instantly. We can say that the poet wanted to escape from the never ending desires, fancy life, and materialism of the city. Yes, actually, he, he did. He had this feeling that he wants to run away from this busy and materialistic life of the city, and he just wants nature and peace inside him and in his surroundings as well. Okay. What do you say? Do you agree that in the city there is so much rush and noise that we cannot hear the soft voice of our inner self, of our inner side. So it is important to stay connected to ourselves and live a meaningful life. And it will also help us to heal our souls. So that was a simple poem written by William Butler explaining his desire to meet a peaceful life in his childhood place. Okay, in the last, let's have after. I hope you people have understood the theme, the main theme of the poem, what actually the poet wants to express, that how he wants to live his life in a peaceful way, in a meaningful way. So let's have a wrap up, quick wrap up that will show us that how much you have understood the theme of this poem. Okay, there is one line written in the poem. This saying, a small cabin built there. So you need to think and tell me about it, that why the poet has written this line that he wants to build a small cabin over there. Why? Yes, that is the thing. Because he want to stay there, he want to live there a peaceful life. That's why he want to build a small cabin or a room or a small house to find a place, a peaceful place over there. And also, he wants to live alone in the be loud glade. What is the meaning of this line? He wants to live alone in the be loud glade. Think about it, and I have explained it to you as well. Yes, that's very good. He actually wants to have a hive for honeybees, and he wants to be living over there alone with the buzzing sound of honeybees in an open place and well enjoying the peaceful environment. This one is his utmost desire that he wants to be, it wants to be fulfilled. That's very good. So I hope you understood the main theme of this poem, that how we can spend, how we can lead our meaningful life to feel the beauty of the nature very closely. So that's it for today. I shall meet you in the next lesson very soon, inshallah. So take good care of yourself and have a revision of this lesson at home. Rephrase this lesson again, rephrase this poem again at home, so that it can make better understanding for you. And in the next lesson, we'll do exercise questions of this poem as well. So take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.